Hi lovelies. This is Satara coming to you live in effect from planet Earth. And we're going to do a short vid right now. Vid, whatever you want to call it. Oh, look at my little rose. My little flopping around. Anyways, so let's do the video. Um, I want to talk about this struggle love. I don't even want to call it. I want to call it toxic love. Because I really believe from what I've witnessed, excuse me, what I've experienced, there's all kinds of love. Like, I'm trying to see that with all my understanding, love can be a finicky creature. And I'm going to say, like, not even the not love itself, but the people, the earthlings on this planet. Love can make these people just be real finicky and inappropriate and toxic and ugh. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Just sorry, but you just may want to bark. But I'm gonna say this. What I do know now about having love, I'm gonna say being with love, because you can't really be in love. Really. To me, it's not even in love. To me, from this point of view, love is like being with love. So like it's in a better interest to be with it. You walk with it, and you can observe it. You can see if it's beneficial. You can see if you're being harmed by this different type of love that I'm talking about. So I'm gonna pull a card first. I'm pulling them from the Carleberry cards, and yes, I'm pulling a tarot one too. I'm pulling a tarot card. I think I have them. If I don't, I'll have to figure it out, because I could have sworn that I had them, but I don't have them. So we're gonna pull from these cards. These cards are like awesome cards. Okay, so we are letting the directional healing set on top first. What I'm talking about, what I'm getting at right now, is that just because you're with love with someone doesn't mean you need to take their crap. You need to take their shit. Hide your wives, hide your children. Doesn't mean that you have to accept exactly what they give you. And I'm gonna tell you, like, you can tell them I can't work under these conditions. I can't work under these conditions. These conditions is not my weather. Is these weather conditions right here? I can't do that. So I'm gonna take the stone off, and we're gonna shuffle a little bit, and then we're gonna knock. I'm just, you don't know, but I get really, just disgusted with certain things. It's just what it is. Certain things that don't align with me, and when they out of alignment, sometimes pretty much I get disgusted, and I'll be like, that is not what an alignment is looking like right now for me. I know y'all don't think I'm about to accept this. Oh, I'm about to accept this from you as a part of my alignment. I think I'm gonna tell you I'm not. I will never do that. I'm not doing it. Excuse me, might as well just go on and start out somewhere, because I'm not doing none of that. I'm not accepting that as a part of the love that I work toward and that I am. You're crazy. And I tell you this, somebody else can come along and take your spot too, if people don't get it right. But I'm not really talking about that. What I'm really talking about now is the ability to love from within yourself, and just tell people those weathering conditions is not mine. Those are not my weathering conditions. And it's not about if I want to move on to something else. It's more like, do I want to just move on to myself? You don't know, but when you move on to yourself, things are different. I did that a bunch of times already. I moved on to myself. I often move on to myself. I don't play this game of having these weather conditions that don't match my alignment. That's what I don't do. We ain't doing that. Nope. Don't never do that. It'll be something else. So we're gonna pull this card. It almost came out. It didn't come out though. We got our card. So here's the card. If you feeling like the love that you're getting is not worth it, it's not your value, it's less than the value of you, and it's not in alignment with you. Actually, you got two cards. The first card says radical acceptance. And what did I just say? I said, if this love that you're getting or this reciprocation that you get is not equal matching your value, yeah, you got to look at that and see if that's what you want to accept as your weather condition. And this is Freya. Freya's one of the she was a Viking. She's a she fights for, she a warrior. My ear is so easy now. I'm hoping may nobody want to do a reading right now. I'm busy. So, and it's the number 6 on here, and it says radical acceptance. So we're gonna read, because some of y'all just don't listen, don't believe when I'm telling things here. Some of y'all, it says, when you see life as a battleground, you lose sight of a more easeful way to be in the world. I just said, sometimes you just got to look at your worth, your value, and the love that you give to yourself. That's real easy to do. I did just say that, and I didn't know that was going to be the card. Can you be in the middle of chaos and allow yourself to be in the center of quiet hum in the eye of storm? And so Freya is a peaceful being. Acceptance of defeat is not the end. She offers the gift of acceptance on there's nothing to resist right now. You don't got to resist it. All you got to do is move out the way. So if you take full stock of your condition, and knowing what is and seeing what is, you can move to higher ground. You can level within that level. Begin again, wait until the drama dies down, on its own. Okay? Freya is the supportive being. Failure and disappointments. This might be more near what I was talking about as well. Failure and disappointment are parts of life that few want to accept. Perhaps a job don't go, a love interest doesn't go in the direction that you want, or this home buying situation doesn't go in a, it's just like maybe a long-term creative project didn't yield the success you dearly hoped for, that you worked for, and perhaps you were hurt by someone for no apparent reason. So there you go. That's the words of that one. And then the second card, Isis, rebirth. Actually, I was looking at Isis. Isis could be considered Cleopatra at this point. She's looking like she could be Cleopatra, very orchestrated being, very in alignment. She leads people. She governed the countryside that she honored herself with. So the rebirth. Listen to this. You want to know what that say? I'm going to tell you right now. I'm going to give it to y'all because some of y'all need to hear this. You know what I'm saying? What I first said was really the truth, and it's just matching with what I said. So there you go. The empowerment, the process of soul retrieval, resurrection, and rebirth is the theme recurrent through the stories of the Egyptian goddess Isis, and one that she invites you to address. This is a powerful moment to some of you to see some of what you thought you lost go through. A process of regeneration is to live again. Like magic, the pieces of you that were considered lost in old wounds and stories are ready to be reclaimed in a healthier way, more mature version. The goddess Isis has come to help you as a potent supporter in your growth. And it says, let go of blame, claim your accountability, and then co-create something better. I think that's just what I said. So the next part of this is the goddess Isis with her powers of reincarnation has a message. You are not broken. Say it again. You are not broken. You are not wounded. You're not beyond healing. And opportunities are not necessarily lost forever. Your insistence on defining yourself by your loss and your wound stories are not serving you no more. You got to let those go. So, hey, that's me. He's talking to me. Your alignment task is to fully accept things as they are, as just what they are. Choose to find a way to put the pieces together. Let die what does not serve you and focus on what. Let me say this again. Let it die if it does not serve you and focus on what works. There is so much goodness to come from this situation, even if in this moment you feel trapped. Ooh. The goddess Isis wants only the best for you. As your fierce ally, she will challenge you when you go off track. Pick up the pieces and tell a new story and be home again. You will be amazed about how beautifully things come together when you reject the trap created by the stories you tell yourself. You have the key, now use it. I don't know who that was. I think that was for me. That was some real stuff. And I'll tell you, I told you, these cards, ancestors, guys want to thank them for being present, want to thank you for being present, want to thank you for listening and knowing what's up. And I'm going to just post these as the first card and second card pull. That's all we got. Now the bottom card is what everything's telling us. Ooh, look. My aunt. So my aunt is the bearer of truth. She weighs stuff with a feather. She weighs this against that, and she weighing it with a feather. Because if you notice, my aunt has a feather on her hair, and she holds a feather when she's judging, when she's weighing situations out. That's what my aunt does. So I'm gonna read my aunt because that's the tethering card. You got to be within your truth. That's what I'm going to tell you now, period. Point blank, easy statement. This is great in power in telling the truth and allowing it to lead you to a higher realm. It's only when you refuse to see the reality of a situation that you lose your power. To create for your highest good. The Egyptian goddess Ma comes to remind that if you are willing to do a fearless self-inventory and live authentically with rigorous honesty, it will lead you to your greatest success in all areas of your life. All areas of your life. Being completely transparent, although it might at first feel vulnerable, is exactly what you need to do. There is no regrets on that part. When you do this, you will be flooded with the power to claim and experience a new freedom, a new happiness that will pour over you like a wild, sweet honey. Your life is exactly where it needs to be. This is a wonderful time of empowered choice making. You're doing all the right things. If you allow the invitation of my aunt to live fearlessly in the truth as the arbiter of balance and divine order, she will remind you of the great values of this way of being. So living in your truth, being in your power. The law of karma states that everything comes into balance sooner or later. So that trust in the greatest story of your life. All wrongs will be righted. The goddess Ma'at appears with her scales of justice to remind that you are seeing only one moment in time. The balance of even tips both ways until it comes to coherence with the harmony of the universe. Regardless of the natural rebalancing, it's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. Let me just say that again. Regardless of the natural rebalancing, it's time to speak up if you see injustice in your world. My aunt says in order for you to be truly free, everyone must be free. She offers alignment task of considering where you may have been hurt someone else and how your unconscious projection of how the world should be have set you up for a transgression, even if you're innocent. This is a time to unravel. Nothing meaningful will be accomplished without effort. Another message is to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel like they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. Let me read that again. Another message is for now you to see behind the words of others, especially when you feel they may be withholding truth or acting without awareness. It's important not to enable this. Tell the truth with as much love as you can, even though denial may be swept away in an awkward moment and everyone feels exposed. It's an important way to move forward with compassion. The goddess mind reminds you that she is a champion for those willing to course correct and gives her full course correction and full support. Okay? So that's what I got to say. That's what I said because that's what the card says. So, hey, I'm in there. So, sometimes you can't just overreact. You can, but it's not in your best interest to overreact. Okay? That's what I'm going to say. So, as I always say, let me get a sip. Enjoy your sun, moon, and your stars because you are these. I don't have the right to play this in the background, but I have the right to listen to these. I have the right to play it too, and I don't own the rights to it. Have a great one. DM me for a session. You got some self-love, self-sabotage, self-destruction going on. From low self-esteem, from trauma, from bad, poor, toxic relationships within yourself and with others. DM me for that because that stuff is over. It's underrated. Actually, it's overrated. We're going to say it's overrated. And you're going to get it in the underrated section of your life. So, boom. Have a great one, everyone. Be alive, be well, and be strong. So remember, you are the sun, the moon, and the stars. Have a good one.